Hi, I'm Dave from Dave's Killer Bread, and I'm here once again on everydaydish.tv to show you something that anyone can do. It's called 100% whole wheat bread, and it's a very simple recipe. It's vegan, and I know you're gonna love it because it works really well in the kitchen. The first thing you want to do is take some of this whole wheat flour right here. Now I'm using organic ingredients, but it doesn't have to be organic to turn out. I just added the whole wheat flour. Now I'm going to put some yeast in there. This is instant dry yeast. Sugar, or organic cane juice in this case. I have this messy molasses. I'm almost certain to make a mess doing this, but bear with me. Oh, see, I told you I'd do it. Okay. Now, I'm going to throw the oil in there. And one more ingredient, the water. And this is the sponge part of the recipe. Sponges are good for lots of things. I like to use them for sponge baths myself. But I'm turning it on. I'm going to mix it on low speed for about 3 or 4, 5 minutes until it looks well incorporated. Now we have the sponge. It's mixed. It's going to sit for an hour, and while it's doing that, it's going to promote enzyme activity with the yeast and with the grains. Actually, in this case, just one grain, wheat. And you can see it again. It's going to be nice and big and fluffy. The sponge, after it's been sitting for about an hour, it is really, it's been knocked down just a little bit, but normally it would be a little bit fluffier than it is. It's kind of hard to see how fluffy it is. What we're going to do next, now the sponge is ready to go, the final stage is we're just going to put the flour, the gluten, and the salt in there. How easy is that? Pretty easy. Gluten and salt. Then we're going to start it up. Nice and low speed to incorporate the flour into the sponge. Once we get it to a little more incorporated, we'll speed it up a little bit because we're on a schedule here. All right, so it's looking like it's about done. It's been about 15 plus minutes. We'll take it out here. We're going to make it, I'm going to roll it up into a little ball. And if you do this a lot, you can really build up your muscles. I've been told. I did mine in prison, so I don't recommend that method. But here we go. What we're going to do is just split this up, kind of even it out long tube shape, because I can eye it right down the middle and make 2 fairly equal sized loaves of bread, which is what I do with each and every loaf of killer bread. No, I don't. It's not how I do it. Now I can roll these all up. I want a nice smooth texture on top. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. And take this wet, not really wet, just slightly moist towel and cover it for the time that we're gonna wait. 15 minutes to the second. Not a second before, not a second after. Okay, and now the dough balls are rested And we take the moistened towel off, and it's got a nice texture. It's not dry like it would be if we hadn't done that. There's air in them, and that's good. What we're going to do is flatten them out, make them fairly even, like that. And then we're just going to roll it up nice and tight. And you know what, I bet you never did that before. Never quite done it like that myself, but this works. Makes a nice shape. That's going to make a pretty loaf of bread. Do it one more time with this one. It's all about how much you care about what it looks like in the end. Because it's going to taste the same either way. But I take pride in the way my bread looks. There they are, ready to go. We're going to put them in the pans. Ready to let rise. And we're going to let them pretty much double in shape. And your guess is as good as mine what that's going to look like. I'm so excited. These actually look like loaves of bread before they go in the oven. They're going to work for us. Here we go. I'm just going to stick them in this oven that is set at 350 degrees. We're probably going to bake them for about 40 minutes or until we get 190 degrees out of our thermometer that we're going to plunge into the soft underbelly of the bread. And here we go. 40 minutes later, it's going to be rocking and rolling. Here we go with our specially designed clapper / oven mitts. And we're going to open it up. And so they're done. Here we go. Here's one. Here's the other. These are good loaves of bread, I'm telling you right now. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, we have cut into the bread. Look at that. Look at that texture. That is a dense loaf of bread. You can, if you want to, give the bread more time before you put it in the oven and get a lighter and fluffier bread, but I kind of prefer it like this, and here we go. A little bit of butter. This is earth balance, of course, because we don't use butter. And, oh wow. You know what? Come check me out at daveskillerbread.com or at the Farmers Market, Portland Farmers Market. Come to our bread store in Milwaukee. And don't forget to check out everydaydish.tv. Bye.